Monday morning.
All right, what's happening, people? This, of course, is Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. These views gonna be real different today. We are talking about the new movie, the latest comic book sensation, The Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Of course, I am your host, Rashad Waters, owner and founder of Block Band Music and Publishing, a company that provides you with music and instruments from martial artists across the nation. And my compadre.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Chuck Taylor here with KFH Party Easy. Yeah, I'm ready to get on this review. I got some thoughts. May not go with everybody else that's doing these Joker reviews, but you get to see it from our point of view.
Yeah, a little slightly different point of view. Warning. But first of all, we'll go ahead and get into that non-spoiler review, so we won't give away too much at the beginning. Chuck, why don't you go ahead and kick off that non-spoiler review, sir? Of the Joker.
I guess, just going how I felt watching the movie. I felt that the movie it was very complex. There's a lot of different emotions, and you feel a lot of different ways about certain characters as the movie goes on. To me, it flowed okay, but it was kind of a little slow. But I kind of felt that it was going to be like this because it's not like an action-packed movie, like a superhero film that's action-packed or something. It's just like it's a really emotional roller coaster that we're supposed to see how the Joker was really made. What type of things happened to make this.
I don't know that it's a roller coaster.
Well,
it's a downward descent.
Yeah. It's like it inched up to the top and then just goes down from there. So,
right.
And it keeps going down. It doesn't loop up. So it's like one of the drops. You go up and you just drop it down. So it's one of those.
Exactly. You'll never reach the bottom.
Yeah. I felt that what's the actor?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Go ahead. Stay true to form. I don't know nobody's name.
Yeah, I don't know. I was about to call him Jared Leto on the first. I was like, what this dude name?
Jared Leto would really appreciate it.
Yeah, he did a really good job as playing Joker. He definitely worked on this role. I can see why people were talking about best actor and stuff like that because he worked on his craft. He made you feel he was crazy. You had no doubts that by the end of that movie that something was wrong with that man. Hopefully, it doesn't go down the Heath Ledger side that he worked so hard on his role that now he's mentally ill himself in real life. So he did a great job for the movie. It wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. I guess I wasn't feeling some of the story, but that's just me in another nutshell. I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't feel certain points of it. Of the movie, I kind of just found myself kind of distancing my way. Like, okay, all right, okay, I got you. Let's get to the point.
Let's be specific. You found yourself checking your fantasy football league.
Yeah. It was definitely moments at the first hour and a half that I'm sitting there, looking at Sunday Night Football. I wasn't messing with anybody. We had the whole little thing on the recliner, so nobody was being, seeing the lights from my phones, and I was down in my own little cut. But yeah, I was a little bored. It took a little while. It was just a little too much. Like I kind of wanted to speed up and just get to the point. I don't want to keep hearing him talk to his therapist and keep getting beat up, keep getting kicked around, keep getting laughed at the whole time. I was like, oh gosh. Can't we get into something interesting? So yeah, I definitely was a little bored throughout the movie, but I guess I'm not the cinema lover and some people that, oh, did you love how he acted? He portrayed his character so well, and I just felt he was so much depth. he was so in tune to his character's emotional state. So yeah, if you want to go down that route, yes, he did a great job acting. The movie to me was just all right. The ending was really cool. I really liked the ending. That kind of got me like, okay, yeah, this is I can see them moving, adding him into the DCU. I guess the actual what I mean, are they the DCU anymore, or just
the DCE? I don't know what they are. It's a bunch of movies.
So, well, if they wanted to add like the other Batman, that the older Batman that they're bringing out, when he's a younger Batman, and they wanted to use this one, I thought it did well to bridge into a trilogy of movies. But at the beginning, I
don't see how they could do that, because you'd be like, man, Batman's a brat, yo. Like he's
yeah, yeah. I mean, you definitely see it from his point of view on this movie, but I mean, he's still around. He's still the Joker, guys. I mean, not like just because he had a bad hand dealt to him that you just go kill people. I'm sorry to say it. You can say what you want. Like that doesn't give you the right to just go in people's lives just because you don't like them or they're getting more than you are. So we differ on those points. But that's about all I can really say about the non-spoiler. What about you?
By the way, I just want to point out that you got your portrayed in again.
Oh yeah, I got to throw that at least
when you watch the video. Once a video at least. When you hear me say "there it is," that's what I was talking about. Yeah, man, I am in 100% agreement with everything that you just said. I think the movie is slow at points. So let's let the truth be told. I am an action movie person. Now, don't get it wrong. I can enjoy a really good drama. I remember I saw The Life of Pi, and The Life of Pi is a pretty slow movie, but I was captivated the entire movie. So with this movie, there were some times where I thought it was about to go down. Like, okay, it's about to go down now. And it started to go down, and then, that was kind of it. Like, one of those roller coasters that you get on that you were talking about, but it's not any good. Like,
and then the rest of you just coasting around. About to get off.
Right.
That's the end of it?
Like, all right. Yeah, so, but as you said, at the ending is great. Like, wow. Like, everything that happened at the end was really, really great. It just takes a while to get there. But you won't be bored, at least if you are concerned about his acting. I think he did a tremendous job on the acting. I think everybody involved did, but, it's really about him. So, yeah, I could definitely see him winning an Oscar for this, and, seeing all the different personalities he goes through and everything. It's compelling from that standpoint. But, again, it is kind of slow at points. There are some times where you're just watching him, it's like, ah, 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 ah. You're like, okay, we can condense that a little bit, in editing. Or he's just sitting on the couch breathing. Like, okay, we watching this skeleton dude just breathe?
And smoke cigarettes.
And while Chuck was busy checking his fantasy football, I'm over here looking at, guys that fit the description, if you know what I'm saying. If y'all think I'm playing, bro. No, I texted Charlie before we get. I think, Charlie, we got one that's sitting by himself back there. Lone white dude just sitting there. And then a black dude came up to him before the movie started, was like, oh, excuse me, like, I actually have F4 and F5 here in my seat. I'm like, oh, God, it's about to go down right now. So I'm watching the entire time to make sure. And then he walked out first before everybody else did. I'm like, oh, gosh, this ain't going to go well.
Yeah, I definitely got a little nervous at that point. I'm like, he better not be waiting out. There's only one exit in this place. And wait, I'm gonna see what's going down first. Now I'm running.
But back to the movie. Overall, it's a decent movie. I left the movie feeling like it was okay. It's one of those movies, though, I don't expect everybody to agree with me on. Most movies I watch, if I feel it was great, I think you should agree with me because it was great. Or if it sucked, I think you should agree with me. I don't mind people disagreeing with me on this. I think that you can find some things in it. I was a little biased on this movie, and when we get towards the spoiler review, I'll review a little bit more about why it was hard for me to give this movie a fair shake, but it was okay. Chuck, anything else to say before we get into that spoiler review?
Nah, I'm thinking I'm good to go.
All right, then here we go. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler.
Are you okay? I have a card. The card.
Oh, yeah, I got a card. I like that.
Man, you don't get this fake disease from me. I'm sorry. He made it.
Right,
He made it. I'm sorry.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to start this part, or do you want me to start this off?
Go ahead, start it off. Let me. I know you. I know you got a lot on your mind. I want to hear where you're going with this.
I got a lot on my chest, y'all. I got a lot on my chest, and we're gonna get this all out, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there. Some of y'all watching the show think we're reaching, and that is quite all right. This is Color Commentary. We give you views from a different side because you need to understand that there's other ways to look at things. It was hard for me to appreciate this movie because what I saw was a man that was upset about his state of life and is allowed to get away with certain things that people that look like me are not allowed to. And that is the state of the nation that we're in right now. You know, where you have all these mass shootings, you know, these kids that go into these schools and they're upset because they're getting picked on, you know, or they're living in poverty. They don't think they should live in poverty. They got these situations and problems. And so I'm mad now. I'm mad. And so I'm going to go to the school and blow everybody away. That ain't fair, bro, because people that look like us, I'm talking about black people, have had to go through poverty. We've had to go through not just getting picked on, but being attacked, lynched, you know, murdered, police brutality, you know, and that's for the last several decades. And before that, slavery and all types of things. And we're just supposed to be okay with that. You know, like think about it. Just think about this for a second. Think about all those videos that you watch every Black History Month, you know, where you see black people getting hosed with fire hoses and being attacked by dogs. And you have little girls that, you know, there's people all over the place that are yelling at them, hey, you can't come into our school. And the only way they're able to come into the school is because the doggone National Guard had to be called in. Did you see those people then come back and shoot up the school? Or each other or themselves? You know, I mean, it's a problem. It's something that we as African Americans just have to endure, you know, but it seems that when a person that doesn't feel that they deserve to have to go through those type of things, I shouldn't be poor, I shouldn't have hard times in life, that they are able to go through these things and just kill people as they want to. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not completely against the actions that Joaquin Phoenix did as the Joker. When he killed those guys on the subway, I don't have a bit of problem with him doing that. Not even a bit, because they were attacking him. Sure. And what's to say what they would have done to him, you know? Yeah. But beyond that, I'm going to go on national TV and kill myself. Oh no, I decided not to kill myself. I'm going to shoot this guy in the face because he was teasing me. Yeah, bro, but it's not even necessarily his actions directly. It's what it represents. This is the reason why. Well, I can't remember what branch of the military was talking about this, but they were saying, be careful when you go to see the movie, because you're going to have these people that may be motivated by this movie, this whole mass shooting, this mass killer mentality, because they feel that life is hard. Life is hard. And so they deserve to take it out on everybody else. Life is hard. Okay. You know, some of us do better than others, but we all have our problems. You know, I was just telling Chuck before the movie started, I bet I can go through my cell phone and find 10 people with life a whole lot harder than him. You know, he still has his health for the most part. Yeah, he's laughing crazy, But other than that, he's doing okay. Um, let me see here. He lost his job, but he still got a home. He's got a lot of things that are going for him. You know, he's not at the worst situation, but all of a sudden, it's, oh yeah, the world is bad. We need to turn this world upsy daisy. And yeah, the world is not great, but there's some other ways to do that. Again, for me, it's what he represents more so than anything else. I will say real quick, there are a couple things I did like about the movie, but I'll get into that later. I'll pass it to Chuck. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Okay, so I guess I can feel you. I understand on some of those feelings. You have little mixed feelings in the movie. It's like, hey man, I understand as a movie, but it's like you as a black person, you do kind of feel certain ways about certain things. But just going back to the movie in general, I guess the biggest thing that I didn't really care for, I guess I was just kind of waiting for the next shoe to drop with him. It was like so much of him as a person just kind of going down his mental state, and it did. I don't know. I just kind of got taken away by it. I just kind of was kind of like, after I saw it for the first 45 minutes, I thought it would pick up, and we have some new characters involved, and we're going to kind of see something change and grow. But most of all that stuff was held to the end of the movie. I can't say it was a masterpiece. Now, his acting was a masterpiece. The movie was not a masterpiece. I'm sorry. It was, how are you going to say this? It was a really good movie. The music, the way it was shot, all those type of things, yes. That I thought the mood of the movie was well put together, and it made you understand what this person had to go through to become who he becomes at the end, the Joker. I like how they added the Joker, how he got his name, how he he was already dressing up as a clown, and then he was basically, when he made that one big murder, well, I guess it was a murder. To me, it was more like self-defense. I'm like, they were really beating the living tar out the dude in the train. So I'm like, yeah, if I had a gun, yeah, I probably would have shot some people too, because I'm over getting about to die. I don't know if I'm gonna live after this. Now he went and caught that other guy. That was funny. He was like sitting there waiting on the train, like, yep, you about to run out. Okay, yeah. Oh, he's out. He jumps off the train. Yep, goes right there. Bow, bow, bow. I was like, okay, he had some anger out right now. So that was cool. The big twist, spoiler, you should have heard that earlier, but when they have him, basically we thinking that it's Bruce Wayne's brother. I like how they added that in there. That was like a cool little twist, like, I wonder if that is his brother or not, because you never really get an answer in the movie, because his mom has shown that she's crazy and stuff, and she has all these papers, she hallucinates. But then we always know rich people can kind of do what the heck they want to do. Here, we're going to pay for these documents. Yeah, this is not a real kid. We're just going to say that she adopted this child. So, get her on drugs and all types of things. You know how people will do to manipulate other people. So that I'm glad they left that as a cliffhanger. Basically his I did like the way that they used the one moment that he kind of took out for himself as a awakening for him to lead everybody that was feeling similar ways in Gotham to kind of unite. Because I always wonder, like, how does the Joker get? I mean, he's not like big and strong like Bane or somebody that's intimidating, but he gets all these people to follow him. So it was like throughout the movie, like, how is this little punk weird dude gonna get the baddest people, like get a whole group of people just to be behind him, and he can just take over what he wants. So I like how that was really cool to see them show the different stages of him growing as the Joker. And then by the end of it, he's like, call me Joker, and he's basically, I'm here to basically be a beacon or a light for people that are like me. And like I said, we don't agree with his methods, but it is a Joker. He's supposed to be the villain. I guess they try to make you feel sorry for him in certain ways. I don't really feel sorry for him that many ways. I mean, it is what it is. Life is life. We all deal with it differently. If I have certain things going on, my first thing isn't to go, hurt somebody else. But yeah, it's a comic book. He's a villain. He's supposed to be bad, so I'm assuming that's why. I can definitely see your point of view with him. With you kind of having a hard time, I guess, viewing the movie that way because you're seeing it. It's so much in depth with his character on why he became that way, and then you're like, well, hold up, we had just stuff as that. We won't go around here shooting everybody up and starting riots and stuff like that. Maybe we need to. You got all these different thoughts going on, so I can see how you were a little twisted on that side of the movie. But oh no, I thought it was a pretty decent movie, a pretty good movie. I really liked the ending. That the TV portion got me. When he got on TV, I was basically like this the whole time on the what's he about to do? Like, are they not gonna? Is he dreaming? Is he gonna bring? Is he really there, or is he gonna not bring him up on the show? I really thought that they were gonna leave him in the dressing room the whole time.
Me too. Yeah.
I was like, they ain't even gonna bring him on the show. They're gonna leave him in the dressing room. Then he gonna come out and do something crazy. But nah, he got on stage and he did his thing, and he did destroy that dude. And he was talking so much mess too. Like the host was talking so much mess. Like, bruh, you ain't got no security up here, and you don't even check this dude to see if he got a gun. I'm like, I know this is like supposed to be in the 80s or something. I guess is the way this is set. So maybe they don't really check. They can smoke and do whatever they want. Now everybody getting patted down to search, so you're not pulling no freaking gun in there and start shooting nobody. I think one thing with me, I laughed at the most awkward points of this movie while I was in the theater. It was like the points that you're not really supposed to laugh at. I was like, I was like, oh, looking around because it was just funny little moments that he did something. I can't remember
when he walked into the door.
Yes, bro. I was crying and laughing when he ran into that door. I love that. That was so. It was like they really, literally didn't tell him it was a door there. Like, hey, you're just gonna walk this way. Like his acting was so superb. Like that looked like he really just smacked himself in the door and didn't know it was there. And he was like trying to wave it open and everything. I was crying up in that theater. I did. Now, these are things I didn't really care for. I didn't care for when I saw black people in this movie. They were either people that he ended up hurting, or I guess didn't really give him his attention that he wanted. So we were left. I guess we were left, kind of in suspense. Like, did he kill those people? And we don't really know. And I kind of got a little upset that it was like every black woman that he saw, like, end up not showing up anymore in the movie. So, like, I kept talking to you, like, it got me really pissed off. I was so pissed off when he was up in that chick up in Domino's apartment and just sitting there. I'm like, bruh, if he killed that girl, all these other fools out here doing trash to him, and she at least looked at him and had a conversation, was polite, and you gonna go in there and take her out? I'm like, man, I ain't got no respect for this dude now. And then at the end of the movie, like you basically see him in the crazy house. He I'm assuming assaults the lady because he has blood on the shoe or something coming out. So it's like all those type of things kind of piss me off a little bit. It's like, man, that's so double standards. Like, first of all, we ain't going to no crazy house. We're gonna be 6 feet under. They ain't gonna make it to no crazy house. They're gonna shoot first and not ask no questions. So, and that's, to me, sometimes I think if people like him, you might need to just shoot him. Don't try to medicate this brother. Just shoot him. I'm sorry, he's too far gone. He gonna go on national TV and blow somebody's brains out. He not going to jail.
Straight John Wick style too. I mean, shot him in the head and then shot him in the chest. That's John Wick style. He invented John Wick style.
So yeah, that does rub me a little wrong way. But I know they're trying to, like, this is a comic movie, but you're making it so realistic. So we're gonna definitely think of the society and where we're at right now and all the different. Exactly. So it's definitely gonna trigger certain emotions that you feel about the way society is today. And each person has a different, I guess, point of view on that. You know, depending on what type of background and race you are, you see things a different way. So no.
There you go. There you go. Q's reviews. Jay Quinn over here, Q's reviews. He disagrees with all of this. So thank you for setting things straight. It's a movie that's kind of real. You know, he's like, at the end of the day, it's just a movie. Just like Mortal Kombat is just a game. Why so serious? You know,
No,
you laid it out like it's a movie meant to reflect real life.
Yeah, the drama that they won't just like this won't like a comic book movie. Like, yes, you're talking about a villain that's in a comic book, but he's always played as, oh, he's the bad guy for Batman, the superhero, to beat up and save the world. You know, now we get to see in depth, you know, what made this person do this, and that's when people start getting personal about things because they start looking at themselves. Hey, I lost my job. I don't get any health benefits. The government took all my money and now make me pay more taxes. My wife done left me. I don't got no friends. Like, you start hearing all these type of things, you're thinking that in your head. Yeah, it's a movie, but it brings a lot of focus to your own life. So that's why it's going to have a lot of different, you know, reactions from people. But all in all, I thought that he did a great job as Joker. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, you the Joker, all right. You might need to go get some help after you did this movie to make sure you're okay. But you know, you played the Joker. I give you a standing ovation for that one. But the movie, all in all, it wasn't my cup of tea, but it was cool. I thought they did a really good job with it, and I'm ready to see what they're gonna do with the next portion of it because I really like the ending of it. Set it up really well. Yeah.
And to get you to the next thing, I had a couple of things that I liked. I'll just be real quick. All of like the delusional type of stuff, like with him thinking that he was dating Zazie Beetz, and then he really wasn't, was really good. Like I really enjoyed that. That was good. And then even how the movie ends, I took the movie as it was. I just assumed that he went on TV, he murdered old dude, then he was in an accident. They realized it was him. They put him on top of the thing. He's over there talking to the people. But people have come out and said, no, that was probably the delusion. That he may have actually killed your boy, Robert De Niro, on TV. But what happened after that could have been a delusion. That he wasn't, in the police car that got hit. He didn't stand up in front of all those people. He didn't start a big movement, So I like that, with it, you're trying to think, oh, was this a question? Did these things really happen? Looking at that, okay, that kind of gives me a little bit more props, for the movie. So again, it wasn't a terrible movie. It's actually a pretty good movie, but for me, it was just okay. I know people think it was a masterpiece, but not for me. All right. Anything else, sir?
Stop killing all the black women.
Exactly. And that brings us to our next topic. So when we talk about that, the black women will actually get some respect. Before we go, Chuck, what the heck is on your shirt, bro? I'm just so curious. What is that?
The best of both worlds. Really? Yeah. Playing on the toilet and you're playing your game. It's like the best of both worlds. Most guys enjoy. Now, what they probably should have had is like somebody playing on the phone or something, because that's what everybody does in the bathroom. Like, they're on the phone all day. But anyway, so,
on that note, if you like what we did,
he got to cough up a little lung real quick.
Wow, it's just a little lung. If you like what we did, make sure to give us a like. Leave a comment. What are your feelings about this? Am I being ridiculous in my feelings, or do you feel what I'm talking about? You feel what Chuck's talking about as far as the black women, or perhaps it's just a movie, y'all. Don't even pay attention to that. Just be entertained and don't think about how it relates to real life. Don't even worry about that. Shout out again to Q's Reviews, a great friend of the channel, and also you guys make sure to support him as well. Make sure you subscribe. This is color commentary where we give you views from the Joker side.